Iowans are struggling to afford groceries, house and rent costs are climbing, so are utility bills. So Eddie Andrews, we'll start with you. As governor, name one thing you could do to try to make things more affordable for everyday Iowans.
Well, thank you. Listening to thousands of Iowans and being the most visited Iowa state legislator now, I got to tell you, I've listened to so many Iowans, and this is a major concern, especially among our young people who are struggling to get jobs and struggling to maintain homes. I can tell you first thing on the home front, what is raising higher costs for our homes is all these out-of-state businesses and BlackRock and Vanguard and Berkshire Hathaway buying up homes, raising our cost of living here in Iowa. That will end on day one in an Eddie Andrews administration. Also providing incentives on my RED plan, Rural Economic Development, putting incentives in the rural part of Iowa to make sure that economy is thriving and young people actually want to stay here. So that is part of my plan.
Eddie, thank you. Zachary, you're next. Name one area that you could help lower the cost of living and how you do it.
Yeah, I think something that Iowans are talking about very often is property taxes in our state. And I think we need to cut and freeze our property taxes, but we also have to deal with the bigger issue of what's going on with rising costs. I mean, we have a fiat currency in our country that I won't get into right now, but we also have consolidation happening in every major industry. If you want to know why costs keep rising, it's because consumers have less and less choice as big business continues to consolidate and buy up more and give our consumers less options for where they can do business. And it's a failure of the free market. And as Eddie just mentioned, we do have an issue with institutional investors buying up our homes. Right here in Des Moines, single family homes are being bought up by Blackstone. Council Bluffs has the same issue. I have called to ban institutional investors from buying single family homes in our state because our state and our neighborhoods are not profit centers for Wall Street. We can solve these problems, but we have to be willing to confront the issues no matter what special interest or entrenched interest is behind it.
Brad Sherman, what would you do as governor to try to make things more affordable for Iowans?
Well, so much of what we do, in the legislature is a Band-Aid fix. Now, a Band-Aid is very nice when you need a Band-Aid. But we have to start looking at the root problems of why our economy is failing. What happened during COVID was a trampling of our rights and a crippling of our economy. So there are decisions that are being made sometimes that have drastic results. Now, I also have a phrase in my mind that I just keeps running over and over. It's called ag and energy regions. If we start rebuilding rural Iowa and we start having ag regions where we grow the food that we eat, we build an infrastructure, and for 3 years now I've been talking about getting a network of small modular reactors established so that we have a decentralized power base, self-sufficient power base in Iowa. We can start building the infrastructure to then begin, and the network to begin rebuilding rural Iowa, because we're an ag state. We need to get back to that. We need to grow the food we eat. That plays into our health issues and everything else. So it's a big picture plan, and there are many facets to it.
Adam Steen, what's possible at the state level to actually bring down prices for Iowans, make things more affordable?
Yeah, the beauty of my background is that anything's possible with inside of state government, with inside of cities, counties, and schools. From a cost of living perspective, I see on a regular basis the importance of putting more money into the pockets of Iowans all across the state. 3 simple things that we can do, and they will be simple because I've done this already. Number 1, we need to crush government spending. The government spends too much money. Cities, counties, school boards, even the executive branch. They spend our tax dollars. They should be saving our tax dollars. Number 2, government regulation. The government over-regulates, and it's crushing business, it's crushing industry, and we can deregulate and look for areas to free up the market for businesses to operate more successfully. And lastly, we need more industry in this state. Right now, we have tons of jobs that are available right now, but we need kids, and that's why I'm going to focus on trades, skilled trades within construction, within healthcare, and within the ag industry. Right now, children all across the state of Iowa need to realize that the trades industries are cool, and businesses that are out there right now are ready to hire them so that they can achieve the American dream right here in Iowa.